WAFCON 2024 will go down as one of the most competitive and captivating editions in African women's football history. Held across Morocco a year later than scheduled, this tournament brought together 12 of the continent's best teams. And from the very first whistle, it was clear African women's football is entering a new era. One major theme of the tournament, early goals. Teams came out swinging. There were over 10 goals scored within the first 5 minutes across the group stages, a testament to the attacking intent we saw throughout. Perhaps no moment captured that spirit better than Barbra Banda's return for Zambia. In her long-awaited WAFCON debut, she scored just 58 seconds into the match, a statement from one of the continent's most exciting players. It was the fastest goal of the tournament and one of the fastest in WAFCON history. In Group A, host Morocco lit up the tournament with 3 wins from 3. Gislan Chebak led by example, scoring early and often, including a hat-trick. But Morocco weren't the only ones catching attention. Senegal, once considered outsiders, showed they've now arrived as true contenders. With a disciplined backline and a fearless attack. By the way, the backline was quite young this entire tournament. Leading their charge was Ndiaye, the forward who became one of the stories of the tournament. Despite playing in the 3rd division of French football, Ndiaye scored in every single match, and entered the Golden Boot race as a real contender. Her pace, finishing, composure turned heads, and surely, after this tournament, so will her career prospects. This lady needs a new team. You need a new team. Group B was all about firepower and breakthroughs. Nigeria topped the group unbeaten, showcasing their depth and experience. But the real headline came from Algeria, who qualified for the knockout stages for the first time in 7 WAFCON appearances. A huge moment for Lefenek. In a thrilling underdog story, Botswana shocked Tunisia with the last gasp winner. Gaonyadiwe Ontlamise scored in the 94th minute, sealing Botswana's first ever WAFCON win over North African opposition. It was a massive result in the nation's women's football history. Tunisia and DR Congo, despite flashes of promise, bowed out early. Group C brought high drama. South Africa, the defending champions, started strong but were unexpectedly held to a draw by Tanzania, who earned their first ever WAFCON point, and they did it against the title holders. It was a proud moment for the Twiga Stars. Ghana started slowly but scored 4 in their final game to secure a spot in the quarterfinals. We had a beautiful moment as Ronelle Donnelly scored her first goal for Banyana Banyana in a 4-0 win against Mali. Down to the group stages, into the knockout stages we went, and the real fireworks began. Nigeria sent a loud message, thrashing Zambia 5-0. Morocco stayed clinical with a 3-1 win over Mali as South Africa held off a tough Senegalese side to win on penalties after a goalless draw after 120 minutes. Ghana too won on penalties, knocking out Algeria in a tightly contested affair. In the semi-finals, Nigeria and South Africa delivered a classic. The Super Falcons clinched victory with a last-minute long-range goal from Michel Alozie. On the other side, Ghana's dream run continued into a clash with hosts Morocco. The Black Queens showed their power, testing Morocco's defense all night, eventually taking the lead after Stella Nyameche's tap-in. But Morocco equalized through Sakina Ouzraoui in the second half, the girl who oozed aura the whole tournament. The host went on to win on penalties 4-2, booking back-to-back finals appearances. Still, Ghana left the pitch with heads high, and Senegal's Ndiaye was still neck and neck with Chebak in the Golden Boot standings. South Africa's campaign ended in the 3rd place playoff against Ghana. It was a tight contest, but Ghana edged it late to secure bronze on penalties. As the final whistle blew, Banyana players embraced each other after a very tough tournament, and an emotional one after Salgado's horrific injury. Ghana, on the other hand, did their country proud after their 3rd successive penalty shootout of the tournament. Then came the final. Rabat's Olympic Stadium was electric. Morocco came out flying. Gislan Chebak opened the scoring with a curling strike in the 12th minute. Her 5th of the tournament, just enough to claim the Golden Boot. Sanam Sudi added a second before the half-hour mark. At 2-0, Morocco looked in control. But the Super Falcons responded like champions. In the 62nd minute, Esther Okoronkwo calmly slotted home a penalty. 9 minutes later, she turned creator, setting up for Lashade Ijamilusi for the equalizer. And with just 2 minutes to play, substitute Jennifer Echegini wrote her name into history. A clever finish from Okoronkwo's free kick in the 88th minute completed a stunning comeback for Nigeria. The Super Falcons won 3-2, claiming a record-extending 10th WAFCON title. There were standout performances across the board. Rasheedat Ajibade of Nigeria was named the tournament's best player, leading by example and dictating play throughout. Her teammate Chiamaka Nadozie was voted best goalkeeper, making crucial saves in almost every match. Morocco's Gislan Jebak secured the Golden Boot with 5 goals, just one ahead of Nguna Ndiaye. And South Africa earned the Fair Play Award for their composure and conduct throughout the tournament. But for South Africa, the end of the road was an especially emotional one. After the bronze medal match loss to Ghana, Jermaine Seoposenwe, one of Banyana's most decorated stars, called it time on her international career, closing an iconic chapter in South African women's football history. Beyond the pitch, WAFCON 2024 was a financial milestone. CAF doubled the winner's prize money to $1 million. The total prize pool rose to $3.475 million, a 45% increase from the previous edition. Runners-up Morocco received $500,000, third place took home $350,000, and fourth received $300,000. Quarter-finalists, group finishers, every team went home with something. That investment is a powerful signal. It says women's football in Africa is not just growing, it's transforming. From Ndiaye's breakout performance to Seoposenwe's graceful exit, from Tanzania's fast point, Botswana's last-minute glory, to Algeria's long-awaited breakthrough. From Morocco's run to the final, once more, to Nigeria's unmatched legacy. This tournament proved that the future of African football is not just male, and it's not just upcoming. It's here, it's now. And after WAFCON 2024, the world is officially watching.